Hey guys, what's up? I'm Nate from Works and Milestones, and I got a really good question today, and I figured everybody might be able to benefit from this, and I hope that you can. What I'm going to show you real quick is a quarantine or rehab snake starter pack. Now, this isn't in lieu or to bypass anything as far as information from your vet, contacting the breeder, finding out any information from it, but this is when you get an animal in, and maybe you're just setting it up right off the bat and you want to make it super good. Whenever I set up my ball pythons, I am really particular. I don't go big. I stay small, and it's kind of hard for some people to understand, but the first thing you want to do with a ball python or any kind of snake is build confidence. And to do that, especially if they're not eating, I recommend setting them up in a tub setup. This is a tub. You would only use this for a very small or very young ball python or like a smaller snake. And there are some really good things about this tub. You'll notice on this tub, it has latches on it. It has latches on it so that the top stays on extremely well. And one of the benefits to this particular tub, and I am not sponsored by them whatsoever, is they do have this little seal right there. So there's no way your new baby can get out, especially if you don't know if that new individual is an escape artist or not. You'll notice also right along this edge, you'll see there are air holes. There's aeration air holes on the sides as well as continued through the entire case. Now for a snake, what you're going to need is it's really important to have a hide box. So there is a safe space for them to go in, be comfortable and confident. You're going to need a source of heat. We like to use heat mats. We find they work very efficiently and very good, as well as a thermostat. So these are all really important things to use. So what you're going to do with your setup, you got your setup, you've bought it, and you're going to make your holes. You can use a drill bit, or you can use a soldering iron to make these holes in it. You're going to do this in an area where your reptile is not close or nearby, and then you're going to go ahead and rinse them out and clean them thoroughly. You need to have your thermostat, like I said, and your heat pad, and you're going to have to make holes all around, like you saw before, for air holes, but we are also going to make a hole at the bottom. The reason for this hole at the bottom is a thermostat has a probe, and what the probe does is it lets you know the exact temperature or temperature variant. You're going to pass that through the bottom right there. You want to make the hole just large enough so that the cord can pass through, and then you're going to use a piece of tape to adhere the actual probe down. Again, this probe is on the inside. You're going to adhere it down right there. I know some people that like to put them underneath. I find this the most effective method. Once you go ahead and you stick that probe down, you are going to take your heat pad and you're going to mount it to the bottom. It is really important that the heat pad is mounted directly underneath where the probe is. And the reason for that is this will gauge the temperature that is actually coming through the plastic or polymer base and let you know what is going on there. So at this point, we have our vent holes stuck all around so that you can get air holes. We have a lockable, sealable container. We have a wonderful hide box. And by the way, it doesn't have to be a hide box. You can, in a pinch, make this hide box out of a lot of different stuff, including things you can find at the dollar store. You have this set inside. You're going to use a water bowl, which I didn't bring with me, but I'm going to use this tape to show you. A water bowl inside there, and that is your basic starter pack. This will give a small area where your snake can start to build confidence, feel comfortable, be able to thermal regulate. They can go into their hide, they can come on top, which will be a different temperature, or they can sit on this side as a different temperature. What are we going to do for substrate? We're going to do paper towel in the beginning. If you guys have ever seen the Bounty commercial where it go ahead and a little drop hits it and then it shows everything, paper towel shows everything. And you're going to be cleaning your animal on a regular basis. So whenever they are actually having discharge, you're going to be able to see it and be able to say, okay, that's normal color, that's normal consistency, or it is not. Now you just get your ball python. You got your setup all done up. It is lockable. It is secure. It has proper ventilation. We have paper substrate in it. We have everything the animal needs. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and soak your animal. You're going to use a similar looking tub to this, just not all set up, and you can use a few different things to do a very first soak on an animal. You can use chlorhexidine in a dilution. You can also use betadine. When you're doing the chlorhexidine, just a little tiny splash goes a long way. It won't even be visible blue in there. I use betadine the most for my soaks, and I make it a light tea color. That means that when I make the betadine and I get it in the water, This is the color of the water. This light tea amber look. And when you do a soak, you're only going to do it halfway up the animal's body. So if the tallest part is this big, your soak only comes up to here. That way they can go ahead, they can lay in the water, they can drink the water if they want to, and they can get a nice antiseptic rinse. You're going to do that when they first come in. If they're super dehydrated, you can use some clear, unflavored, undyed Pedialyte in place of the betadine, and then you're going to soak that animal about once a week or twice a week, depending on its dehydration. Really important. First time you offer the food to the animal, do not touch that animal for at least 24 to 48 hours before you do feed it. You're going to feed it in its cage or enclosure, and most likely it will be down inside the actual hide box. You will use tongs or tweezers to hold the food item by the back shoulders, bring it down in front. When you have the animal looking out at it, you're going to move it left, right, left again, which I just messed up my hand the way you do that. Bring it nice and steadily up to the animal, barely touch the animal's nose with the snake's nose, and give a little jerk back. I find this very successful. I hope this helps you. I hope the breakdown helps you. Guys, keep on rocking and keep life emotional and exciting. We love you.